to the Italian American radio show and podcast. Whether you're sipping an espresso, indulging in a plate of pasta, or just tuning in from your favorite pizzeria, we're here to bring you the flavors, traditions, and stories that make up the heart of the Italian American experience. From the bustling streets of Little Italy to the family kitchens where recipes are passed down through generations, we'll explore it all. So grab a cannoli, settle in, and let's embark on this delightful journey together. In each episode, we'll feature interviews with fascinating guests, share authentic recipes, and dive into the history that shaped the Italian American community. But most importantly, we want to hear from you. Call in, share your stories, and let's create a community that celebrates the essence of La Dolce Vita. You can also catch our podcast episodes for a taste of Italy wherever you are. So whether you're Nana's favorite or just discovering your roots, get ready for a radio experience that's amore. Right here on the Italian American radio show and podcast. Andiamo! Stay tuned for an hour of cultural delights coming your way on the Italian American radio show and podcast.
Or would you rather have a vodka? Are we on the air now?
Yeah.
We're okay. You maniac. All right. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Italian American radio show and podcast. Jason got me on real quick, apparently because he overran with the previous show. She's such a beautiful woman. It's hard to turn her down. You know how them blondes are, the blonde-haired babes, they give you that boink, boink, and give me 5 more minutes, please, Jason. In any event, today's a somber day, but excuse me, it could have been a terrible day. Absolutely could have been terrible. And but it's not, because Mr. Trump is probably with his children having lunch somewhere at a nice one of his properties and enjoying his family and figuring out his next move, which he's probably already figured 10 moves already. And we were just talking about this assassination attempt and what it would do for the American people and what it's done for Donald Trump. What I think it's done is I think he just picked up 10 million more votes. That's what I think, maybe more. And as he should. If you have anybody out there that disagrees with me, you give me a call, 702-26, what is it?
217-283.
To what? Yeah, 221-7283, 702.
Yeah.
221-7283. Sometimes I get it confused with, I got 10 numbers in my head. I'm one of those guys that remember phone numbers,
No,
but
I know.
sometimes I can't remember them all.
He knows.
But
No, he knows. I told him.
in any event,
No.
somebody's on. Yes, I am.
He knows.
Excuse me. In any event, we're at a cross point here, with Democrats and Democrats and Republicans. So we have to make our minds up, what we want to do. I mean, and it's pretty obvious to most people what needs to be done. And I think last night justified your thoughts. If you were perhaps voting for Trump, you would understand that that's the vote you need to give. And the other vote, I think, is a straight party vote, straight Republican. As far as I'm concerned, I had somebody ask me that a couple of weeks ago, a couple times, as a matter of fact, and I didn't have a reasoning or thought about it, but until I did think about it. And they had mentioned that what the American people should do at this moment is they should really concentrate on the Republicans at the moment, even though there are a lot of Republicans that are really Democrats. I'm talking about in the Congress and in the Senate. They're pretenders, they're phonies. But what would happen if we put straight Republicans in and we get rid of a lot of these Democrats that are in office, then we just have a lot of Republicans in. And all of a sudden, when these bills come up to be voted on, you actually see who is a real Republican and who's really a Democrat. And the ones that don't show up, they don't vote, and or they come up with some nonsense reason, that they're the phonies. But what it allows you to do is what someone had mentioned to me, and what I think is Jeannie. Yeah. You want me to get it? Oh, okay. That's a call coming in from the. Go ahead. You say you're going to get it. I don't want it to keep. She's calling from Minnesota, from the Republican convention. And right now, we were supposed to, if she can, it's okay, because of what happened last night, But we were gonna do a show from the convention, and which would have been great, but because of what happened, it's that's not going to happen now because it's too much. It's just too much. Good afternoon, Jeannie.
Good afternoon, Fran. How are you?
All right, darling. How you feeling, dear?
Well, it's high security here, and I just would like to ask all your listeners one thing. Please pray for Donald J. Trump. What happened yesterday was a horrible, horrible thing, and it's not a Republican thing. It's not a Democrat thing. For our country, it's absolutely horrible. And I will say this: I am so proud to be a Republican today, after the courage that our president showed, former president showed, the courage and just how he just made sure everyone saw he was okay. I'm just so proud of him, and I'm proud to be an American again today. And it's a tough thing. We watched it happen, and it's horrifying. It's horrifying. You don't expect that, but everyone here today is we all prayed, and we're all upbeat now. There really is excitement in the air. There is people walking in that we haven't seen in a while. Ron Kaufman is here. He is Massachusetts. He's actually national state committee person. So he's really interesting man, and it's just a lot of excitement. But it is, there's that cloud cover that we all are feeling.
Well, I felt the same way, and I was just mentioning that just before you had called, that we really need to just do a straight pull on Republicans this time around. We can't monkey around anymore, and put somebody in that cares about the country, truly cares about the country, and get people in that can pass these bills. No nonsense, none of this. Well, I'm not going to vote. I'm out of town, and just it's all crap is what it is, But
absolutely,
you got to get the Republicans in and give them their chance. And the ones that don't do the right things, you vote them out and you put someone else in. That's all there is to it,
It's almost like a 9/11 here in the Northeast. 9/11 was horrible. They came out of Logan Airport, and it was horrible. It had a lot of that same feeling yesterday. especially coming here this morning, it just is. You're not in Kansas anymore. All of a sudden, it's not the same place, and it just feels so different. And now, honestly, I will say this: it is so safe here. There's law enforcement everywhere. There's security everywhere. We all feel very safe, but we have to look over our shoulder.
Yeah, well,
And
it took the goodness out of it. It took
Yeah, yeah.
the fun and the goodness out of something that should have been really, really wonderful thing for a lot of people, and they
Yeah.
just took that little punk took the
Yeah.
goodness out of it. That little piece of crap.
Yeah.
And
And I have to mention this, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is ever so important too. The man that was killed was 50 years old. He had a wife and a daughter. He was protecting them. He died because he didn't want his wife and his daughter killed. And he happens to be an Italian last name. That doesn't change anything. But I'm personally so saddened for the family. He died protecting his family, those values, and he happens to have an Italian last name, and those values: God, country, family. But I want to get some people, just a couple really quick on the phone with you, because I want you to feel the excitement too. So, and it is. There's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of excitement. There is, and I just want to quickly put on a good friend of mine. She was an Israeli soldier, and then she came here and married and had children. And she is an amazing person. And then I'm hoping to get Amy Cannavale. She's Massachusetts State Committee Chairman. And I'm going to see if I can grab her, if she'll give you just a couple of minutes to speak. Hold on one moment, Fran.
yeah.
Yeah, Janet's here. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. Thank you. All right. I'm fine. I've been directed to another place, but it's crazy crowded, and I'm trying to find one girl here, and I think she is at the desk. Hold on. She's at the desk. So let me get. I know it is insane. It is insane.
So it didn't stop anybody from coming in. The place is jammed. Is that it?
The place is jammed. It did not stop anyone. Absolutely not. It did not stop anyone. And that's the first thing we all said was, we're doing this. We're here, and it's with a heavy heart. I mean, it shakes you to the core.
Sure.
But we're doing it, and we're gonna make it happen, and it's gonna be fun. And as I'm talking to you, I see two very armed state police people, and they're just watching, the doors and being, keeping our security in
Right.
mind. So all good, all good.
Well, that's wonderful. It makes you feel comfortable, and you
It may-
can,
yeah,
yeah, and you can,
Yeah.
you can stop thinking about that for a while. You can get on to having to talking to people that you want to talk to, and to enjoy yourself
Yeah.
a little bit.
absolutely. But I hope everyone will watch the convention, and I think by tomorrow night, when they begin, we'll see a change. We'll see the excitement really build, and we're having a meeting at about 2:30, and everyone will be there, and we'll, I'm sure, have a short prayer, and then we have to move on. We have a job to do. We have to elect Donald J. Trump. We have a job to do.
You're saying
Good job.
everything is going to start tomorrow around 2:30 in the afternoon?
Well, this afternoon, I think, hold on a moment. I think this afternoon we're meeting, and then it kind of starts a little bit more. Janet, excuse me. Do you have a minute to talk to Fran Sullivan from Las Vegas Radio? Oh, sure. Yeah. All right. This is, and we're not doing I didn't do the stream, so I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk to Janet. She'll talk as long as she wants. Janet Fogarty, National Committee woman from Massachusetts. She's done a remarkable job, and she's wearing a smile, looks great, and ready to go. So just for a minute or so.
You
So
got
I'm
it.
going to hand the phone to her. Thank you.
You're more than welcome, Judy. Thank you.
Hi there.
Hello.
This
And
is
who's
Janet.
who's this young girl, Janet? Hi,
Oh,
Janet.
wait a minute.
I'm
Oh,
Francis. And I do Italian American radio show and podcast here in Las Vegas.
okay, thanks. You know what? I think she got there's now. I'm going through a crowd here. I've gone to the top. I have state committee woman, which I love. State committee woman, Amy Cannavale. You know, Amy is IBM. She's Italian by marriage, and she loves being here. And I think, does your husband do all the cooking, or do you?
He does.
He does. But she can talk to you a little bit about this and a little bit about living with an Italian man. God help her. All right, I'm going to put her on Amy Cannavale.
Hi, this is Amy Carnevale. Happy to be joining you today.
Amy, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm very, very happy to have you on the show. This is Francis. I have a show here in Las Vegas called the Italian American Radio Show and Podcast, and I'm happy to have you on. And you married yourself a little gomba, is that it?
Yes, my husband is 100% Italian, so I am Italian by marriage.
And he's a good cook, I take it.
He is a good cook. He enjoys cooking, but probably enjoys eating Italian food even more.
Well, who doesn't? Amy, how's everything going out there today? Is everything still on schedule as it should be?
Well, yes. So I'll say the mood today is much more serious than it was yesterday. I think yesterday delegates were much more focused on what was happening on the Democratic side of the aisle, frankly, with the nomination of Joe Biden and whether there's a possibility that there could be a substitute in the nominee.
Right.
Today, last night, the concern obviously went to the health and safety of Donald Trump and those supporters who were injured, and the one individual who sadly lost his life and his family. Today, delegates seem to be refocused on our mission, and that's to nominate Donald J. Trump to be the Republican nominee for President of the United States.
And he's going to be the next president of the United States. There's no doubt about that one. No matter what they try to do to him, and they've just about tried everything now. I mean, that was the last. What else could they possibly do? They did everything they could do, and now you got to add an assassination onto it. Unbelievable.
I agree with you. He certainly, he's been indicted.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of adversity in front of him, and he has persevered. His supporters have persevered. His supporters have, in fact, become stronger as Donald Trump has faced more political adversity. And now, of course, we see an attempt, sadly, on the life of Donald Trump.
Well, I started the show out kind of like that. Pardon me, Amy, what you were just saying, where I was saying to Justin, the producer here, I think what will happen with what they tried to do to him last night is he's going to pick up another 10 million votes. That's all that happened here. He just snagged another 10 million votes, and he deserves every one of them. And for him to pump his fist and the look on his face, he was so mad. That was a look of, if he would have been able to get to that guy, he would probably strangled him or beat him to death. That was a look of mad. Somebody that was,
mad, but also, I would add to that determination. I think he was determined to fight on. He actually said at least 3 times, fight, fight, fight. Yeah. And that is meant in the sense of a political fight. He is going to fight for the American people and on their behalf and for the nomination. And he needs the help from the people. So that's really what his appeal was. And to see him just stand up immediately after almost losing his life with the state of mind to compose himself and deliver a message to the American public, I think shows what kind of leader he is and what kind of leader he will be if and when he's elected our next president of the United States.
Well, anyone that didn't respect him yesterday morning certainly respects him this morning. That's for sure. That is
absolutely
sure.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And so you're the state committee woman?
I'm
Did I
the
get that
state
right?
party chair. I'm chair of the Massachusetts Republican Party.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, it's even better.
yeah.
So we gotta talk to you as the elections go on. We gotta have to get
Yeah,
Jeannie.
I'd be glad to talk again.
Yeah, we'll get you on the air again and have you talk. We don't have the craziness around us, and we can really
Yeah.
talk a little bit more what's going on out there in your part of the country. Down
Yeah,
here,
I'd love to do that.
yes, it would be fun, wouldn't it? And we might even be
Yeah.
able. Pardon me. We might even be able to get your husband. What's your husband's name?
His name is Tom.
Tommy. Well, we may be able to get Tom on too. You never know. I'll ask him how to do.
Yeah, he's a Republican too.
Is he a Republican? Good for him.
He is. Yeah.
He better be a Republican, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I tell people a lot. My mother used to say, really, everybody's really an Italian, and not so much a Republican, but Italian. And
That's right.
why is that? And she said, well, if you like pizza, ravioli, gnocchi, spaghetti and meatballs and sausage, you're Italian. And
Italian by choice, right?
Yeah. And who doesn't like
rather
that?
than by birth.
Yeah, she was funny, and naturally she named another 5 more. She rang off 5 more. She did that in our house with my friends when we were kids. I never forgot it, and because they said no, they weren't Italian. She said, yes, you are. And it was just a fun thing to say,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
So now what?
All right.
The rest of the
it's
day,
been nice
Amy.
talking to you. I'd love to connect with you again as the convention goes on, or after the convention when we have a little more time.
I will absolutely do that. I'll get the name, your number, and all off of Jeannie, and I will get in touch with you. You tell her if you would tell Jeannie the good times to call you, the best times where I won't bother you. And,
Okay. Do you want to? She's right here. Do you want to talk to her again, or
yes, absolutely, sure.
Okay, I'll hand the phone back to her.
Thanks, Amy.
All right,
it was
nice
a
talking to
pleasure,
you.
darling.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay, of course. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Amy. And I'll see you in about no more than 5 minutes. I'll see you. Thank you. Hi, how are you? How you doing? Is she great or what?
Yeah, she's wonderful. And I told her we're going to have her on again.
Great.
And we'll have Tom on, her husband. And
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Do you have time for one more person?
Absolutely.
No?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right, let me see. Let me just see if that person's available. I had actually, we're all being called upstairs right now, so I'm going to have to run.
No,
But,
don't worry
thank
about
you so
it.
much. Everyone's smiling. You made everyone smile, so thank you. Thank you, Fran, and I'll be in touch.
Yeah, you get in touch and make sure you get Amy's number for me.
I absolutely will.
Thank you.
And
Thank
she's
you.
looking pretty happy going upstairs. So I think you might have made her day.
All right. Thank
All
you,
right.
Jeannie.
Thanks, Fran.
All right, darling.
Bye bye.
That was Jeannie she's from the, we got a call coming in. Oh, no. Jeannie's out at the convention in Minnesota, and that's where she called from. We were supposed to do a live show, for an hour or more, but because of this little creep that tried to end it, tried to end our happiness, 200 million people or more, I think more, actually. But it didn't work. So it seems like none of the things that they try work. And it's for a reason, because it's not supposed to work. It's not supposed to happen. And I'm just happy that Mr. Trump is okay, and I'm happy that he's with his children. I feel sorry for his son, Barron, because I think that kid really wanted to get out and help his father a little bit. Just get out and, shake some hands, say hello to some people. And now that won't happen, I don't believe. I don't think his dad will let him do that. And maybe not even his daughter. I don't know if he'll let her do it, even though she may. But it was a terrible thing that happened last night, or yesterday afternoon. And, he paid for it in about 3 minutes. And Let's see. Donald J. Trump. But I'm reading something. Based on yesterday's terrible events, I was going to delay my trip to Wisconsin and the Republican National Convention by 2 days. Pardon me. This is from Donald Trump. But I have just decided that I cannot allow a shooter or potential assassin to force change to scheduling or anything else. Therefore, I will be leaving from Milwaukee as scheduled at 3:30 p.m. today. Thank you, Donald J. Trump. Unbelievable. I mean, this guy is, we were just talking about his kid, right? And that comes over the wire. It's unbelievable. I mean, the guy is, it's what you call a true American. That's what you call a true American right there. That guy right there. And anybody that doesn't believe that, you need to go somewhere else. You really do. You know, these foreigners that think that our country's no good, and these multi-rich and movie actors. You know, they're actors, all right. You know, they're all acting when they say they want to leave. You know, if he becomes president or if this happens, they're leaving and blah, blah, blah. They'll never leave because they never had it so good. They never in their life had it so good. And I would love to see them go overseas. I would love to see that. Not that they couldn't come back. I would just love to see them go over and spend a little time over there. We can give them about 7, 8 different countries they could go to. Put them in a Jeep and let them drive through. Let them drive through to different countries in Asia. See how that works out for them. But in any event, the day is, you know, it was kind of screwed up for a lot of people, including me. I mean, because it was good. It was a good day for me. I was going to have a live show from the convention. I mean, you know, I don't know how many other stations here in town were going to get a live show, but I was able to get it, thank God. And I did for 10 or 15 minutes. I guess about 15 minutes, huh, Justin? And that was live. And what Jeannie had said was they're upstairs now at a big meeting. They're having a meeting, I guess, to what is going to be going on. And it might be that Trump is coming into town. That may be what the meeting is about, you know, come to think of it, you know, that he sent wire through to them telling them he's going to be in town at 3:30 or whatever. So in any event, God's on our side as well as on his side and his family side, but God's on our side. We're going to pull this country back together again, no matter who doesn't like it. And what I got a kick out of was I would have loved to see the faces on the Rocket Man, Putin, the new president of Iran, and Ho Chi Minh there in China. I would have loved to see their faces when he was putting his fist up last night. Just in case they thought he got a little weaker over the last few years. I think what he did was actually got stronger. But I was laughing at it, you know, when I saw it. I said, look at this guy. Oh, God. But in any event, we're going to keep plugging away for the new republic that's coming. And what I mean by that is the new Republican Party. I can't, you know, I come from a city that's Democrat. You know, all my life they were Democrats. You know, Philly's a Democratic town. But you can't keep doing what's going on here with these Democrats. They've lost all purpose. And in Philly, you know, that mayor that they had there, he's a downtown guy, you know, when I say downtown, where I grew up, downtown South Philly. What a nitwit he turned out to be. And I knew his sister real well. Now, I didn't know him, but I knew his sister, a very nice girl. I have no idea. He probably got that because his sister worked for a big attorney in town. And I'm sure that the attorney backed him, helped him. And that's probably how he got in. And but he was a complete mess a complete mess, and he just followed the leader, as they all do, all these Democrats in all these big cities. They all have, I guess they all have dinner at the same restaurants once a month where they can all talk about what they're not going to do to help the average Joe. But what they're going to do to help all the convicts and wannabe thieves, murderers, and hijackers, how they're going to help them out. And they sure have. They've helped them. But I think that's all coming to an end. I think the people truly now, I think you're going to see an end to a lot of things with this assassination attempt. And probably more so because it didn't work. It's kind of like what I was saying previous. None of it worked. Everything they tried to break them financially. The Democrats tried to break them financially. They couldn't do it. They tried to put them in jail in 4 different ways, but under 39 or 37 different what do you want to? I don't know if they're all felonies, but they would have left them to have been felonies, but they couldn't do that either. They couldn't get that done. And well, the truth of it is, people have been put in places, in high places in this country, that have no business being there. They absolutely have no business. And I'm talking about from professors to teachers to doctors to attorneys to politicians to police officers. They just have no business being where they're at. But they got put in because of this equal rights nonsense. And they got put into these different positions. And all they did was destroy what we had going for us, which wasn't so bad. It really wasn't so bad what we had going. And but you take people that don't know, that have never known how to run anything, never been in business, never had a chance to work for people because they didn't want to learn a business, never had a medical person in their family, and they didn't need to because they got pushed through because of who they were, and it's terrible because it totally ruined the country. And I don't care. You can go from one side to the other. It's madness, complete madness as far as I'm concerned. And that's my opinion. But, everybody has one. But in any event, we got a minute or so. We got 15 seconds. We're going to take a break. And we'll be back. I want to cut to a commercial.
Resort in Lake Havasu is the perfect place to vacation in style. Their beautifully designed suites include stunning views, a kitchenette, and free Wi-Fi. The well-reviewed and affordable resort has tons of amenities, including a breakfast buffet, kids camp, a 9-hole golf course, 3 pools, a marina, boat tours, a water slide, and a great nightlife scene. London Bridge Resort is centrally located in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Go to londonbridgeresort.com to plan your getaway today. London Bridge Resort, your Arizona oasis destination.
Diners, the Nevada Style Pub invites you to play the best tavern, keno, and video poker in Vegas. Promos are how we roll to make the most of your gaming dollars here with us. Come play our proud partner gaming promotion, Fly Aviators Fly, and receive daily free play, bonuses, and more. With a chance to win awesome brand of prizes and big money for all the jackpots each week. It's not only great gaming that Diners Pub has, it's a 24 awesome rotating draft beers, Vegas' best appetizers to match. So join us in supporting your Las Vegas Aviators, Golden Knights, Lights, Aces, and the Raiders as we make history in Vegas. Diners, the Nevada Style Pub at 8410 West Cheyenne, 1750 North Buffalo, and Las Vegas Boulevard at Windmill. Diners, I love this place.
At the Bagel Cafe, the recipe is simple: good food in generous portions. Family owned and operated since 1996, the Bagel Cafe is a unique restaurant where you can get anything your appetite desires. From a bagel and a smear to piled high corned beef on homemade rye, fresh fruit platters and salads, or creamy New York cheesecake. Check them out at thebagelcafeLV.com. The Bagel Cafe, where there's something delicious for everyone.
As a 3-time international award-winning restaurant, Joe's New York Pizza uses only the freshest and best available ingredients. From giant slices of hand-tossed pie to calzone, strombolis, fingers, and wings, Joe's serves all your favorites. Stop in for a slice at one of their 2 Las Vegas locations at Paradise and Harmon or South Las Vegas Boulevard, or you can check out their menu at joesnewyorkpizzalv.com.
STN Sports is the only sports betting app you need this season. STN Sports has it all. In-play betting, mobile parlay cards, the Play Plus card to fund and withdraw from anywhere in Nevada, and the latest lines on every game. STN Sports even lets you earn rewards on every bet. Safe and easy betting from your phone or tablet. Go to stationcasinosports.com or sign up at any Station Casino, Fiesta Wildfire, or the El Cortez. Details at the sportsbooks.
Nice crime and law enforcement. We put in the work to get to the bottom of some of history's most intriguing tales, exploring the age-old dichotomy of the good guys versus the bad guys. Located in the heart of downtown Las Vegas, the Mob Museum is an immersive experience, exploring the ongoing power struggles between organized crime and law enforcement from the mob's origination to today. Located at 300 Stewart and 4th Street, themobmuseum.org. Let's have a sit-down.
Hi, I'm Coach Harvey Hyde, and every Thursday night at 6:05 p.m., we have our College Football Report Show, which means we talk college football year-round, not only college football, but all sports right here on AM 1400 on your dial, all the things that are happening behind the scenes that sometimes you don't really understand. That's College Football Report, Thursday evenings at 6:05 p.m. here on AM 1400 KSHP Radio. Now you remember to buckle up and ride along with us every Thursday night with College Football Report.
Located only 4 miles from downtown Colorado Springs and 10 miles from Pikes Peak, Hyatt Place Colorado Springs Garden of the Gods offers spacious rooms with contemporary decor, stylish furnishings, including divided living and sleeping areas, the Hyatt Grand Bed, state-of-the-art media and work center, a 42-inch flat-panel high-definition television that easily integrates with laptops and other electronic devices. Complimentary breakfast is included during your stay. Location at 503 West Garden of the Gods Road. Book your stay at hyattplace.com.
Your favorite Las Vegas sandwich shop, Togo's, is ready to serve up all your favorite quality sandwiches with fresh ingredients, generous portions, and quality you can taste. Order any one of our signature sandwiches online at TogosLasVegas.com through Togo's mobile app or stop by 6435 South Rainbow Boulevard, Suite 103 today and enjoy your favorite sandwich you've missed. Don't forget to sign up for Togo's Rewards to get $2 off your first purchase, a free birthday sandwich, and a lot more. Place your order today at TogosLasVegas.com or stop by 6435 South Rainbow Boulevard and Sunset Suite 103. Set to debut on July 5th through 6th, July 12th through the 13th, and July 19th through the 20th. The Pass the Mic Tour Las Vegas residency will be a musical extravaganza unlike anything the Strip has ever seen before. With DJ Cassidy, along with the likes of Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Slick Rick, and Dougie Fresh, will be taking center stage, uniting as the Rap Pack to deliver an unforgettable showcase and experience unlike anything that's been seen here in Las Vegas. DJ Cassidy will recreate the magic of old school Vegas entertainment with a modern hip-hop twist. For more information on show dates and tickets, call 702-221-1200.
From Saturday Night Live, TV's Just Shoot Me, Tommy Boy, and more. It's comedy great David Spade, live at the Venetian, Friday, July 19th, with special guest Nikki Glazer, one of the funniest female voices in comedy. It's David Spade and Nikki Glazer, live at the Venetian, Friday, July 19th. For tickets and information, call 702-221-1200, 702-221-1200.
Discover Paradox Experience Las Vegas, an interactive indoor attraction where reality is anything but ordinary. Situated in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, this venue offers an immersive journey through a world of illusion-based exhibits that will challenge your senses and make you laugh out loud along the way. Drawing inspiration from math, science, psychology, and imagination, guests of all ages can enjoy over 90 playful, brain-teasing experiences and walk away with unbelievable scroll-stopping photos. Paradox Las Vegas. Exit reality to a place where fun is infinite. Book your tickets today at lasvegas.paradoxexperience.com and follow Paradox Las Vegas on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Well, we're back on the Italian American Radio Show and Podcast. The music you were just listening to just had me moving. I was moving Italian style. Yeah. Well, there's nothing like Italian music. Or French music. I really do. I really like French music. There are certain songs in French that I just love them, you know. But the Italians, I don't know. The Italians have them all. Always have them beat. You got to get yourself to Italy. That's all there is to it. You got to sit home, think about how you're going to make some money. You know, go visit friends, rob their wives' pocketbooks or whatever, you know. But figure out how you're going to get to Italy for a month. You want to go for a month. You don't want to go for a week. That's not long enough. And 2 weeks will just make you cry when you have to leave. But a month, you'll be ready to come home. And but you'll have done everything. You'll been into the mountains, to the little towns, and have eaten the best foods, and have seen the beautiful women, and seen the beautiful vineyards, and tried the wine and the grapes and the fruits and the vegetables. You know, Italy, they eat everything fresh. They're not like us. Now that we have to import a tomato. You got to be joking, right? We have to import tomatoes. It's just nuts, you know, what we do to ourselves. And but the bottom line is that the rich own. See, if you own 10,000 acres in California, it falls over to another 10,000 acres in Mexico. You see, so they own it all. So they can, when the oranges are over, you know what I mean? Not that they really are, but they stop growing the oranges. They grow them in Mexico, and then they ship them around the world. We don't get them, you know. They ship them around the world, and they plant I don't know, potatoes or something, and I don't know. It's just everything's backwards in this country. It really, truly, it is. It's just backwards. I'm not that I'm sad, you know, for the country or anything. It's just that I'm sad that we've allowed people to take over the drugs that we take. Well, we're back to that again, putting people in power. That's what. There you go. It just goes back to that. You know, what more can I say? You hire people that have no business doing whatever it is you've allowed them to get involved with, because they have no idea what they're doing. Like this maniac, multi-billionaire maniac, Bill Gates, that wants to see you eat artificial meat. He absolutely wants you to eat something that's not real meat. And naturally, he's got a giant plant making it, and he got it passed through. You know, the government gave him the okay to sell it. But that's what happens when you got that kind of money, that you can buy everything and buy everybody. And here's a guy, you know, when I stopped, not that I knew anything about Bill Gates other than the fact that he was in the computer business, but I read an article on him years ago about his house, that he built this house that's 63 or 62,000 square feet. His house. And at that time, I think I just got something from St. Jude, you know, it sent me a brochure or something, I forget, you know. But I looked up St. Jude's Hospital down in Tennessee. And how big do you think their hospital is in Tennessee? 61 or 62,000 square feet. Now, this is a monstrous hospital. This is a gigantic, gigantic place. His house is bigger than that, if you can believe that. Now, the truth of it is this. Why would anybody need a 63,000 square foot house? I have no idea why. And neither does he, other than he's just spending money, you know what I mean? And but there was probably more to it than that. There was probably more to it than that. I didn't see anything that made the house special. I mean, I really didn't. To get from one end to the house and to the other, you would absolutely need some sort of a tunnel and a golf cart to get around. You really would. I'm serious. I mean, there's no way you could walk from one end to the other. If you have any idea what we're talking about, and let me give you an idea what we're talking about. When you have a house that's 60,000 square feet, well, let's do this. 60,000 divide by 300. That's 200 football fields. 200 football fields. Now, even if it was a 2-story property, it would be 100 football fields. Do you think you could walk 100 football fields? Seriously, I'm being serious now. If somebody said, "Yeah, I'd like you to meet me at the other end of the house," meet me down there. Well, down there is where? Well, it's just down there a ways, do I get a bus? Do I get a horse? Do I get, a go-kart? What do I get? Because when you do the mathematics on this, you understand what I'm talking about. Who in their right mind would want a home 60,000 square feet? 63 to be exact. 63,000 square feet. I don't know, but I would. It's just probably some rockets in there, machine guns, and I'm sure it's got 40 feet of bunker, made for him and his family that he doesn't have anymore because, he got rid of his wife. He's got a new girlfriend now. One of those nice men. That she stayed with him when he was a nobody. But as soon as he tired of her, he got rid of her. Another piece of work. But in any event, we're getting that close to the time to say goodbye, actually. And excuse me. For some reason, I don't know if I don't. Maybe I drink a lot of water. But you know what? I drank a soda. So maybe the soda does that to me. Because I'm getting old. I'm getting old and I can't be drinking this kind of stuff. And maybe, Justin, if I put something in it. You know what I mean, Justin?
Are you thinking like Jack? Or Bacardi? Or
one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would always be fun. I don't know how you would act on the show, but it might be a fun show.
How would I act? I sat in my pool in Texas, in Houston, many years ago. Me and another guy, a young guy, I was younger than him. We bought a bottle of Cuervo, right? And we just sat out there drinking. And I ended up, I drank the whole bottle. Sean didn't drink that much. I did. But it started out in the afternoon and it ended, it was getting dark, But what was funny was I never got off the step. You have the steps in the pool. It was a nice pool and, real wide steps. So I had about 3 or 4 of them that you go down. But I was sitting on the steps, leaning back and had the limes up on the top of the top of the pool and salt, and we were just doing shots and stuff like that. Just having a good old time. Music was playing. I think we had Babe or two came over. I don't remember, but I think so. But what was funny was I never forgot this. I decided I was going to, swim across the pool, not the length, the width. I wanted so I could cool off. Wake up a little bit. You know what I mean? Well, so I did. I dove, off the step across, and smashed my head right into the wall. Yes, I did. And I had to reach up and grab the top of the wall before I drowned, But I pulled myself up. Now, naturally, I was only in 3 foot of water, or 4 foot of water, whatever it was, probably 3 foot. So all I had to do was stand up. But I never forgot that. That was my Houston tequila days. Yeah, one-time shot. I didn't do that again. That was a one-time deal. I had some nice homes, though, in Houston. I had some nice places. And I had, yeah. Yeah, what'd you wait so long for? You only got 2 minutes.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't. I was a little backed up, to be quite honest. I was going to call in earlier, and I lost track of time, and I didn't know what you were doing today. But I can call in next week. I always think of you.
Well, you'll be on next week. But what happened this week was I had a call from Jeannie, which is she's.
Yeah, I was listening just a little while ago.
Yeah, well, she's a big shot out there in Massachusetts. And she was at the convention. She'll be at the convention all week. She's part of that system. So she called me and she said, I can have a lot of people on your show Sunday. I've already spoke to them about it. Can you give us an hour? I said, yeah, sure. What are you kidding? And so it would have been a live. It would have been, well, it was live for 15 minutes, but only that because the, I don't know if you heard what she was telling me, but that they were going to have a meeting upstairs, and she had to cut it short. But and then
that's great.
It came over on the wire that Trump was on his way there. He wasn't taking the day off. He was going to take They thought he was going to take a couple of days off, but he said no, he wasn't going to do that. He's heading there now. He would be there. He's probably there already. But the idea was I would have been able to do the whole show with different people, from the convention, which would have been fabulous,
Yeah.
But I got, again, like I said, I got about 15 minutes. I got a couple of people to speak to.
Well, if you got your show all booked up next week, that's great.
Yeah.
I can just call the following week and we can, talk off air and we can figure out a time.
You got it, cutie pie.
Because I left you a message, but I'm not sure if you got it. Yeah. All right. That would be great.
When did you leave me the message?
I left you a message yesterday.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't check anything from yesterday yet.
Yeah. To lay a few things out. That's why I said, Fran, give me a call. But that's okay because I know you're always there. Okay. So I'm glad you got your station, your show booked up next week.
Yes.
That's exciting. And why don't we talk, off here, and then we'll do something the following week.
You got it, cutie pie.
Okay, handsome.
All right.
Stop drinking those sodas.
Yeah, it's the soda that did me.
They're not good for you. They
know.
dehydrate you.
Yeah, I guess that's what's happening. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm your personal nurse.
All right, good.
That's what I do on the side.
That's what I need.
There you go. Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, you don't even have to run a tab.
Thanks,
okay. All right. Much love, Fran.
Same here, honey.
Talk to you off the air. All right. Be well.
You too, sweetie.
God bless.
All right. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll be back on the air next Sunday at 12 to 1. The Italian American Show and podcast. we should all go to the Italian American Club and start drinking and eating, which is at Sahara and Eastern, Italian American Club. In any event, have a great week. I hope everybody's prosperous and feeling well and their families healthy. Okay? Later. Bye-bye.
Sports Insider Radio, Wednesday morning at 9 on KSHP, North Las Vegas, AM and FM, 829 6HP, North Las Vegas, and KSHP.com.
And Royals shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.